I don't want anyone who's never going to actually implement anything or who's afraid of what the wife will think when you tell them the cost. Sorry, but no, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes time.
Welcome to the Get Traction podcast. If you are ready to learn exactly what it takes to become a real estate entrepreneur, this is the show for you. With your host, founder of Traction Real Estate Mentors and president of the Traction Real Estate Investors Association, Tom Zeeb.
Have you ever tried a diet for a few days and then quit because it quote unquote didn't work? You ever take a vitamin or a supplement a couple times, but then give up because you didn't get results immediately? People do things like this all the time. And then they blame the supplement or the diet rather than their lack of commitment and follow through. It's easier to say that, hey, that didn't work, rather than to admit that the problem is they just didn't stick with it long enough to make it work. I see the very same thing when training real estate investors. Most people quit far too soon. Rather than stick it out, they give up too soon if the riches didn't come by next Monday, which is a shame because many people quit right when they're actually within striking distance of success. But they never get to the finish line since they don't see how close it actually is. I get these people wandering into my events from time to time and they complain that, so-and-so's system didn't work for them and that they spent too much money on it. But you'll always think you spent too much on something if you don't actually implement what you learned and then get a return on that investment. So when those same people come to me multiple times with the same sob story, I cut them loose. Yep, I delete them from my email list and even cancel their membership. And I don't allow them to sign up or attend any of my training events. Am I being a jerk? Am I being cold and uncaring? Am I losing money? No to all three. The way I see it, anyone who joins my association or attends my masterclass or my bootcamp or any of my training events and then quits before implementing at least the basic portions of it, they have the wrong mindset for my teachings and never should have attended in the first place. It wasn't the program that didn't work. It wasn't the system that didn't work. It was you that didn't work. You didn't give it a chance to actually work. That's the pill popping mentality I'm talking about. For example, I personally attend a lot of training events for my businesses. Why? Because they keep me accountable, give me ongoing education, and keep me mentally in the zone. It's like having a personal trainer cracking the whip at me to implement and use what I'm learning, or else I've wasted my money and my time, which is more precious. Since I have an entrepreneur's mindset, I know that just one tip from one of these events is easily the difference between making an additional $10,000 or $20,000 or more per year on my bottom line. So if I don't use what I learned, then I feel like I've wasted my time and my money. And that I really can't stand because I know from experience that the faster I implement, the faster I can make money. This leads to a compounding effect over time. Just ask Einstein. So the fact that I actually implement quickly means that I can make even more in the long run. That's my mental outlook and decision point when I choose to pay for and attend an event. So what's my point? Look, if you're on the fence about attending my rapid cash generator training events, let me be perfectly clear. If you have to think about it for more than a ridiculous amount of time before deciding, just don't attend. If you have attended similar events in the past and you never implemented anything because you don't have the self-discipline to manage your time so that you can actually use and implement what you invest in, don't attend my event. If you think you can just attend once, get my basic information, do no real work, and then you'll all be good to go, don't join. I'll just cut you out anyway. If I cut you out, that doesn't make you a rotten person. It just makes you someone I have no desire to train or spend my precious time helping. I try hard to surround myself with winners because that has helped me succeed. That includes winner customers. I suggest you do the same. But you know what? Pill poppers never win at anything. They lose at everything they try. Always. Yeah, if they do win, it's from blind luck. Even the broken clocks right twice a day. Smart investors, on the other hand, understand the true power of commitment, consistency, and application. So yes, I want attendees who will actually implement what I teach them, who will sally forth and do lots of real estate deals, and who have a burning desire to succeed. I don't want anyone who's never going to actually implement anything or who's afraid of what the wife will think when you tell them the cost. Sorry, but no, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and hard work and a desire to win. And that's why I'm actively saying to people not to attend. Go somewhere else. Plenty of other groups will take you in, but not me. Yeah, I know this alienates many people out there. Well, that's too bad for them. Because here's the way I see it: there's no time for screwing around. Life is too short. You never know what might happen, what might blow up next, what crisis might destroy the economy, what tax, regulation, or new politician might thrust upon us something crazy and destroy what we have. So there's no time for a losing philosophy, no time for wasting time, and certainly no time for nonsense. If you want in on any of my rapid cash generator training events, decide now. Then be ready to implement what I teach you. Otherwise, you'll waste both our times. And for the very few people still listening to this and who understand this message, who understand what I'm talking about, who want to win and not just wander aimlessly through the casino of life, go to gettractionpodcast.com and click on events.
Thanks for listening. Your next step is to visit gettractionpodcast.com. Happy wholesaling.